Hi everybody, today I have a really cool project that I enjoy so much. You know, I love the colorization of brass stampings and pewter and, you know, all that metal stuff. I like to change it up. And of course you can do that with patina baths and with the torch and all that. But some people are a little afraid of that stuff. So there are easy peasy ways that you can do that with your paint markers and with Perfect Pearls by the Ranger Company. So much fun. I've done videos about it before, but I haven't for a long time, so I want to show you what it looks like on dark brass today, and we might just do a series on this. Just take it all the way out to limit. Lots of things you can do, and pretty soon your jewelry is going to look like nobody else's. Let me tell you what. So come on over here, and I'll show you a little bit today. Okay, it's time for fun and changing up. Brass stampings, pewter, anything metal you've got, you can do. Even like chain, clasp, bead caps are awesome. You do bead caps and then put it with the right bead. You got a look nobody else has. You can make it any color that you want. Nobody else has it. It just depends on what you do to it. Now I'm going to show you a little sample of something that I did over our matte black. Now this is what matte black looks like normally, which I happen to really love that look. But you don't see the detail as much, so wouldn't it be nice if you put a little something on there? And this piece, when you do put a little something on there, really pops. We've worked with this many times. But I'm going to show you how it pops when you use Perfect Pearls and paint markers together.
Did you use the purple one?
Well, we could.
That would look really nice.
Javi likes purple. But anyway, on this one, yeah, purple. You know, in fact, I was hoping that I had some violet interference Perfect Pearls, because over top of this it would be like crazy good. But I didn't have any. So, in fact, we have some Perfect Pearls on Bisa Boutique's website, but not a lot, and that has to change like now, today. I need to put an order in. But anyway, you know, you can see, wow, what a difference, huh? This kind of has with the blue, it's like a blue steel almost color with the metallic. And then there's this is Perfect Pearls, the gold stuff here. Yeah. Perfect Pearls. This is paint marker. And then I used a product called, and some of you who do scrapbooking paper art will know it. It's Distress Mica Spray, Tim Holtz stuff. This is antique bronze. And it's a really cool effect. It's going to be kind of like you love it or you hate it. But I'm going to show it to you anyway today. So anyhow, and this has a little bit on it. If you look close here, you'll see kind of a little bit of a spatter line into it, just a little bit. But not as much as other pieces. Anyway, so I'll show you this one and you can see a little bit more what that might look like. See, it's got, this is on top of this. This green is Perfect Pearls. And the coppery color is this. And it comes out, you know, all spattered and cool looking. I had another one over here too that was even more so, but I must have left it upstairs. So we'll just do another one, because as you can see, I have a whole bag of them. I have lots of them. So if you want to try, come on over to my place, because I got them. BLK02951.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So let's get on it. So this is what I found so far. We have this kit. As far as Perfect Pearls go, we do have some singles. I think we have some like heirloom gold and a few other colors like that, metallics. But we also have this kit, which is the patina kit of Perfect Pearls from Ranger. And it's got heirloom gold and blue patina, which is one of my favorites. Green patina, another favorite. And then pewter, which is a, you know, a grade kind of color. We got some brushes, which you can see I've been using this one. And then this one's for like real fine work. I don't use this one so much, but I use this one a lot. A lot.
And it comes with the kit, doesn't it?
It's got everything in it that you need to get started, you know. So after that, you would probably want to buy single pots, and hooray, they're not expensive. It's truly not expensive. And what's really cool about this is it comes with this little box here, Perfect Medium, which you do have to make Perfect Pearls work properly. This has to go down first. And what it is, it's clear embossing ink. So you scrapbook people out there, you know all about that. is clear embossing ink, and you can use it on metal. And inside, it's just like a sponge. You could see.
Oh,
this is my kit because I've been using it. So anyway, but don't worry about it being defiled by a bunch of colors, and that's going to happen. So just don't even worry about it. Another alternative that you have to Perfect Medium that works with Perfect Pearls is this product by Stampendous, which again you can see I use. It's got some color on it. Stampendous is clear embossing ink. There's a lot in here. This baby is going to work for you a long time. You're going to get a lot done with this. With this, it's going to dry out while Of course, you could re-ink it by pressing that down into it. So if you like the sponge effect, you could re-ink this and put more into this. But I would advise that if you want to get into doing this, you want to buy some of this, and you will only buy one every so often. It's not something you're going to run out of very fast. And we just got them in today, too.
Yeah, we did.
Didn't you just put them back up?
Yep, I did.
We just put these on, and we just put this on. So anyway, to get you started, if you want to stop by beatsofboutiques.com and look in the mixed media section, you will find these products, and you'll be able to dump them into a cart. And guess what? Over $50, and you get free shipping. So that's not bad. Okay, so let's make something with it. Why don't we already?
And don't forget to subscribe, guys.
Oh, Javi, tell them about it.
Subscribe, please. I noticed there's a lot of people who are not subscribed. You guys are viewing. Come on, subscribe.
Yeah, she watches the analytics. Me, I'm just trying to
I know you love our
do my other
stuff.
stuff. Well, a lot of them do, and the ones that don't just don't know it yet.
Yeah, they don't.
Or maybe they have Perfect Pearls already, which is cool too. I'm happy to show you how to use them. When you run out, maybe you come get some from me. If you don't, hey,
no problem.
That's all good. We're glad you came. Tell your friends about us. Okay, so I'm taking everything out of the little kit thing, and now I've got my big, beautiful winged cartouche is what I call it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with this, and it's so simple, it's nuts. You just take this and just rub it over your piece of brass. And it doesn't have to be a big honking piece like this. It could be little things, like I said. You can do this with bead caps and make them look so sweet. In fact, I wish I'd brought some down here to do for you, but you can make such a cool check look. Old check, if you like the old check joint.
Nice.
Anyway, be sure you get this on here evenly and you don't skip a big section or something. That's good enough though. It doesn't have to be in every crack. Just get it over the whole thing. Okay. Now this is super simple. I'm going to use blue over it.
Gotta look nice.
Okay, yeah, everybody loves blue, so can't go wrong there. Most people do, I should say. Okay, so what I do, I don't like to keep, once I touch this on here, I don't like to keep dipping into it. So I'm just going to take, and I don't want to get too much because I don't want to waste it, but I want to kind of put onto my work surface, as much as I'll probably use. And you got to be careful, kind of coax it out because you don't want to have it all, come tumbling out of there all at once.
Could you put it on the cap if you wanted to?
You could. You could put it in the cap if you want. But I don't know, me, I like it. This is disposable. This is that big roll of craft type paper that you buy. And I love this stuff. So if you can get some, you'll enjoy using it because you just tear it away and throw it out and get another one. You can just make a powerful mess on it and you don't have to clean it up again. Which that's always good. So anyways, before that dries, we need to get this on here. So all I do is just dip my little brush into the edge of there, and I'm going to start putting it. And I just start putting it around the edge first, so that I get a feel for where I want it. See, look at that. Look how that's popping up. See, you can use different colors in different places, along with your markers and everything, and you can make this look like nobody else. Because this piece. Let me tell you a little bit about this piece. This piece is made in the United States from Richlow brass, and it's developed from tooling that was made in the 1950s during the Victorian Revival time. It's when the Victorian Revival jewelry was very, very popular in the 50s, and so all the toolers were on board with that and getting these pieces made so that they would be able to sell them and supply the American costume jewelry industry, which was cooking like gas back then. And so that's what it comes from, is that period. It looks very Victorian, but it's actually was made in the 50s. The original tooling was made in the 50s for that. So I'm just kind of teasing this now. I'm just kind of going back, up over the middle and kind of teasing it. But anyway, the brass that we sell at BeatsandBoutiques.com, and other vendors have it too, I'm not going to lie. It's not exclusive to us. But this type of brass is all U.S. made, which is kind of cool because almost nothing is anymore. But anyway, it's beautiful, and you can't buy foreign product that even approaches the look of it. So see how I'm just kind of teasing it out, just kind of letting it go where it wants to. So I've got these main focal parts here and around the edge. And so now you just basically have to decide, do I want to put more on there, or am I happy with it the way it is? Now, if you ask me, I'm the more is more girl. So I'm probably going to go ahead. I'm going to intensify this in here a little bit, kind of make a little bit more color going on in there. Okay, and then I'm going to go real easy over the rest of it. Just kind of glaze very, very easy, just so that those lines just barely pick it up. Isn't this gorgeous? Are you getting excited?
Yeah.
I wish I could stay down here and do it all day.
Could you do it on other stamping colors, like the gold?
Oh, yeah, you can do it on anything. And then, see, that's the thing. You're going to be wanting to tune in now on Fridays, because we're going to start a series of this again.
Yeah.
If you want to go back in my old videos, you will find videos on this. But we're going to do them all in a series, and then Javi will make them into a playlist for you.
Oh, yeah.
So that you can find them all. And then maybe someday, I'll teach a little mini class live too, so that'd be nice. So anyway, I think I have everything on there I want. What do you think, Javi?
Oh, it looks beautiful.
I think so.
It's gorgeous.
Okay, now I've got this extra here, but I might use it again yet, so I'm just going to kind of clear it out of the way. This is not going to dry out or anything like that while you have this open. And you don't want to go away and leave this on the counter for weeks and weeks opened up like that. Would not be good, because
you get dust in it.
Right. But for right now, I'm just going to kind of brush it out of the way just in case we want to use some more. And of course, the back's still going. Oh, look at this! Must have been a reject piece. You know what? We're going to take care of this. We're going to take care of this. I didn't realize that was there.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yeah, it's a plating problem. That's why it was laying down here, because we called it out of our stuff. We would never want to put that in a drawer and sell it to you that way. So anyway,
true.
so I put embossing on it. Let's take this and see what happens. And then we'll put it on the back. And now you will have the coolest piece in town with that little bit of stuff going on in there. Okay. And we'll show you at the end, but this stuff, the Distress Mica Spray, will look amazing on this over the top. But you'll have to seal it, because this is the part that's going to go against sin. Against skin. Pronounce it properly.
Yes.
Okay. Another thing you could do, if you just don't like that looking, but you're not going to get stuff from us looking like this. If you do, we want to know about it, because this is a defect.
Yes.
You could take black marker and go in
like
there.
a Sharpie marker or something? Yeah,
And
that's what I was thinking.
But I don't have one right here, so I'm going for the artsy-fartsy way. Anyway, so now let's go with it. We've used pretty much all of it up. So anyway, so now what am I going to do? Well, I am going to do this. I like to put my perfect pearls on before I use a metallic marker on it. And then you do not have to use a metallic marker on this. It's only if you want to. Okay, so I have this one, and to get one of these, I got this in Dollar General 2 years ago in a pack for very little money. And I'm telling you what, I wished I had contacted the manager and told him, you know what, find a way to get me like a case lot of these, of like 250 sets of them or something, because these are the bomb. So if you want to see if your Dollar General has any of them, you will not regret buying them. Anytime I continue to look. They're Chinese made, but they are excellent. In fact, most of your mixed media stuff comes from China, but your good brass stampings do not. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of enhance this. And you see, how cool is this? Because it's almost the same color as this. See, look at that.
It is.
Look at that. So you just kind of just kind of whisk it around, I'm not your exact type of artist. I like wonky wraps. I like things are a little messy. And you know, when I do anything that's painted, it's very casual, to say the least. I'm not a paint by numbers girl, you know, but I just kind of have a feel for where
Like a flow or something.
it would look good, you know. And if it doesn't come out the first time, you just take a piece of paper towel and wipe it off.
That's true.
Go back. Another thing you can do before you start to do, see, and I like to take my finger over it like this, just kind of rub it out a little bit too. Of course, you're going to have a blue finger.
Blue finger.
But it comes off. Acetone. Take it off really good. That's the stuff you take your nail polish off with. Can they hear me still pretty
Yeah,
good?
I think so.
We got some new equipment so y'all can hear me real good all the time. Actually, I'll tell you about it. I didn't think we would ever use it in our work. I had to get it for a special project that I was doing for 1928. And Mr. Bernie got them for me. And then Javi says, hey, check this out. Look. She says, I think we can solve this amplification problem that you have when you're on. So, they're pretty good. What are they? They're Apple...
They're AirPods.
AirPods, Apple ones. Very nice. Okay. So you see how that, I mean, that just kind of intensifies a little bit. And I like to just kind of, you know, you can go back and fill this in a little bit more.
It looks like a butterfly in between.
Yeah, it does. And just kind of just like maybe go over the top so there's a little bit.
Like little accent pieces.
Yeah, just, and then I like to just kind of blend it with my finger. If you don't want to use your finger, get a Q-tip. Might be a good idea. A paper towel. Something. Okay. So for now, you know, if I had more time to play with this, I would probably do even more. But I think that's very good for now. Sometimes you can go too far. And I have a problem with that sometimes. Sometimes, you know, I'm not the less is more, I'm the more is more girl. So I sometimes get myself in trouble by going too far. So it's better to, you know, quit when it's starting to look good and then kind of step back from it and see, do I really need more on there or what? Now, I don't know if you can notice on this piece, but there are like little violets in here. And, you know, Javi, she saw the purple marker and she went nuts right away because she's the purple girl. So I just thought maybe I'd put a little bit on the violets. Forget-me-nots, maybe they are, huh? And just, all I'm doing is I'm just teasing it on there.
See, I knew it was flowers, but I just didn't know what.
Yeah, and that's just the thing. See, if you left this black, you'd have to look at it really close and see this was here, you know?
That's true.
But I just tease it on there. And then kind of blend it a little bit if it goes outside the lines a bit. It doesn't have to be precise. And the old check jewelry wasn't precise either. Plus, we're going to do a little bit more perfect pearls over this, so I'll take care. Now, I think that's all I'm going to do with this. Just a little accent is enough in this case, okay? So now, the next thing I'm going to do, and you guys don't have to do all this stuff, it's like when you get to the place that you like the look of what you're doing, then you stop. I'm just showing you options today, okay? So what I'm going to do with this is now I've got this Perfect Pearls Perfect Gold, which is kind of bright. And I like it. Of course, I have this Perfect Bronze, too. I don't know. What do you think? Which one, Javi?
I would go with the bronze.
Yeah, I think so, too. I think it's a little richer. Let's do it to it. Okay, so once again, I've got a little blue in this, but it's not going to hurt anything. Just to tease a little bit of this out of here. Oops. That's probably a little more than I needed. But anyway. And just kind of tease the edge of that. And now we're going to tease. And you don't really have to put more embossing ink on. It couldn't have hurted. And you can put that on over. You know what? I'm going to do that because I'm over here telling you have to put that on first. I've gotten away with it, but let's not teach you guys to do that because, you know, you can figure that out down the road. Okay. So, anyway. And you might say, now, okay, Brenda, since you did that, is that going to mess with your other stuff that you put down on it? Not really, so long as you didn't push on it too much. I did get a little bit, so I'll tease a little bit more of this back in there. I just did what I said not to do.
It's okay.
Do as I do, do as I say, not as I do. You know, I've done this a lot, and so I kind of know what I can get away with, but that's not the right way to teach somebody else how to do something. because I want you to have success.
Success.
I'm just going to tease a little bit more onto here. When this gets done, we are going to have a little work of Beautimus art. There we go. Just kind of teasing back in there. Yeah, so if you scrub on it too hard, you might, at this point, since it's not sealed yet, you could possibly, lose a little bit of it. So, okay, so now I'm going to tease this, and I'm going to just keep you, fingers are a great tool. I learned that long time ago. I had this hairdresser, everything she did was with her fingers, and I asked her about it. She said, your fingers are your best tool. Next to that, your brush.
That's true.
So, in this kind of type stuff, mixed media, jewelry making, a lot of times your fingers are your best tool. You don't need to go out and buy expensive stuff. You got fingers.
That's true.
You got the fingers God gave you, so use them. We're good. Not bad. Okay. All right, enough of that. All right, so I just kind of tease it around the edge. Do I like it like that? Yeah, I do, but I might go back later after I just kind of stand here and admire it for a little while. And I might just, do a little more. But yeah, I think the copper's a little bit richer. It still comes out kind of golden on here, but
not so much.
It's richer than if I had put gold on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what am I going to do? Well, I might want a little bit of gold accent with this, so I'm going to use this Krylon 18 karat gold leafing pen. This time I do not sell them on the website because there can be problems with shipping them because they're air hazardous, like you can't send them priority mail, so they have to be shipped ground, which is a pain. And so right now I don't have, but you know what, here's the good news. You can find them in a hardware store, you can find them at Walmart, you can find them at some craft stores will have them. I think all craft stores should have them, including mine, my little craft store, but I've got my reason because I have to ship it. But they're not terribly hard to find. You could probably go on, excuse me, I hate to say it, Amazon, and you could probably find it there. Since I don't have it and I'm using it, I guess I better tell you where you can get it. Anyway, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just dotting this just to make it glow a little bit.
Make
just
little dots.
Little dots. Just on edges to make it glow. Just make it kind of pop out. I think it makes a difference. Just tease it and dot it a little bit. It's kind of like, whoa, now the lights are on. Somebody's home.
Kind of reminds me like a burn, like if you wanted to spray it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, just...
play with it. And like I say, if you get too much, you just, brush it off with your finger a little because it's still wet, But I like to get a little bit of light in there.
Yeah.
So often a little bit of light or a little bit of shine is what will make it just really stand out. Stand out and cheer. Stand up and cheer. Just a little bit. Just tease it. Don't go heavy. Just kind of tease it over the edge of here maybe a little bit. And here a little bit. Just a little bit. You won't really need it on the edges though because you've got some stuff here. Of course, I stuck my finger on that, so maybe have that. But anyway, you see where I'm going with this, okay? So now, whatever else you do is up to you. But these are basically the products that you use. I like this paint pen, but there are other things that you can get that, as a marker. That's Sharpie has some markers, and there's even one in this cheapo kit here.
They even have, I think they have like Sharpie markers with gold or something.
Yeah.
With metallic.
And this isn't bad, but I like this one better because, this one I should say. I like this one better in this case than this because this has just got a little bit more glow to it,
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm coming from on that. But anyway, this is pretty much how that goes. Now, I was going to show you how this mica spray goes. This is what it looks like if you just spray it and leave it on. You kind of get this spray look, It's very, very mixed media, cool, artsy type, you know. If you can smooth it out with your finger. I'm going to show you how because I am going to do it on the back of this. And I can do that because I'm going to be very careful with it. It's really not going to come off. But you're going to get to see what this is going to look like. And then if we don't like it, we've got paper towels. I'm going to get it right off. Anyway, I shake it up a little bit, and I kind of do it from a distance. I don't like get right on it. Let me get this out of the way because you don't want to get any of that in your perfect pearls. And I'm just, see, just like one spray.
Oh.
One spray.
Kind of matches the little copper back there.
Yeah, that's why I thought, let's do it back there. And I'll lift this up a little bit so now you can see kind of this. It's got like a spray pattern to it. So now you could do this on the front of stuff like I did on this.
Oh, it makes like a...
And then you can smooth it if you want. You know, but this is kind of, I would say this is acceptable to leave on the back of it. It kind of makes it look, you know, funky and old, you know. So I would probably do that. But you could do it over the front too, but this is so beautiful the way it is.
That's what I was
and so vintage the way it is. This is a case of where you want to stop while you're ahead.
Yes.
Don't go doing it now because this is gorgeous. If I do say myself. So just think about how pretty would this be with some blue, or see, it's getting on me. Blue or turquoise colored glass beaded chain, or stack link chains like we like to do.
Nice.
And then another thing you can do is set this down. That's okay because it's all hollow backed, so it's not touching nothing. I would probably take. Let me use this to show you. I would probably use it like a pointer. See this little part right here? Is that on the? Yeah. Right there. Here's a little dip. I would take my hole punch and make a hole there. You don't have to make holes in this anyway if you want to hang it, because there aren't any holes in it. Put a hole here, and then put one here and one here.
Would you prefer doing that before you did all that?
You could, or after. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? Okay.
To me, it doesn't. But being honest, that's kind of a prep thing. So, yeah, first would be good. But you don't worry about it if you don't. You can still do it. It's no big deal. And what you do to make your hole, there's a really good, I think is good anyway, video. If you go back like a couple years in our videos, it's how to use your hole punch. And I would review that if you have not made a hole before. And we do have hole punches, and we do have center punches. But you don't have to buy a center punch. You can use a nail. Go watch the video. You'll see that. But anyway, here's where the holes go. The hole goes right here.
We'll put a link
and
above.
Here. Yeah, we will. That's what we'll do. Hobby take care of that, right, Hobby?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll put a hole here, and one in there. Why do I want to put the one in here? Because I'm connecting chain to hang it here, because a drop on this would be fantastic. And you could look for a brass drop in your same matte black maybe. Put it there and then romance it the same way as you did with this stuff. And it would look so unique and so custom and so you. Nobody else would have anything like that. And we don't have to tell your customers that you use perfect pearls. Okay, I won't tell them. How's that? Okay, now you might say, all right, this is all cool, but how do I make it stay like this? Because after all, Brenda, it's rubbing off on your hands. And I would say that's an excellent question. So here's what you do. You let this dry really good, like till tomorrow. How about that? And then you put it on wherever you know you do spray painting. Get yourself a can of Krylon matte or satin, not glossy. I like matte the best because it leaves the integrity of the piece exactly as I made it. If I put satin on it, it's going to make it tiny bit shiny, but not a lot. It's actually kind of elegant. I just prefer matte. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come from about this far away. I don't know if you can see that. This far away.
Yeah. And
I'm going to just spritz it. Just like spritz, in delicate movements. Not just because if you do that, it's going to run from the force of it. Just
spritz it.
Then walk away, let that dry, come back in a couple hours and do it again. And you need to do both sides because, you know, you painted this too. You don't want that to come off on your blouse or your skin, you know. So you're going to have to do both sides. So you'll do this side first, get it done, do the other side, and then the next day you can make it into something. How's that? And You might say, well, I'm making something today. Well, here's what you do. Have a session. Pull out all the stampings that you think would be good with these colors that you're using or whatever, and make a whole bunch of stuff up. And do it all now today. So that when this is all prepped up and it's all finally done, you'll have all kinds of stuff that you can use to make beautiful jewelry. And you don't have to go backwards. It's all done. Ready to go. Now all you have to do is assemble it, and that's really the fun place. Although I like doing this too. Anyway, so I hope that helped you. I hope you like it. I hope you'll give it a shot. We have all the stampings that you need at beastboutiques.com. We have matte black. We have satin gold, which is a new one that's starting to come in. We don't have the full line yet, but we have some of it. You can go over it. We have the silverware silver plate. We have brass ox. Brass ox, of all of those, besides the matte black, takes color like the bomb. I love brass ox with color. In fact, maybe we'll do a video on that. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So, and then of course you've always got raw brass, which this is raw brass. Figo 9328, in case you like it. This has got nothing on it. That's why they call it raw. This has got no plating on it, nothing. So what I like to do is I take my steel wool around the edges to soften it. There's a video on that too if you want to go looking for it. And then I will usually give it a base coat, like a primer coat of like ivory or even black sometimes. Very light. Let that dry completely, distress it a little bit, and then go from there. But we'll show you that too. And in the meantime, there are older videos on it, so you can go back and look at them. But I'm going to show you a new, upgraded, updated one very soon. So stick with me. Come back on Fridays. We're going to have a whole series on this stuff. And when we get done, you are going to be making the most personalized and unique jewelry you've ever made. So have a great day, and thanks for showing up. Subscribe, like. If you want to leave me a comment, I would love it. It just pleases me no end. It's like a gift. So long as you're nice. Then it's not a gift. And what happens if you're not nice? Bye-bye.
Bye.
We just delete it. You know, you can still get to say, have your say, I guess. If you have some comments like that are helpful, like something you've tried and you liked it, or something that you think I could have done better, you're like, what if you did this instead? Go ahead. I do monitor what's said on the videos, and I will come and I'll answer you. Sometimes sooner than other times, but I will answer you. So anyway, thanks a lot for coming, and you guys were great, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.